I love that you mentioned the process though, because I feel like so often that's that space that we forget, but it's the most beautiful. Mm-hmm. The most beautiful is the process. Mm-hmm. Like you think how tender it is for a mother to grow a baby, the process that she has inside of the womb. And it's like the birth is amazing, but that 10 months of process is just, oh.
I try to get people
10 months. She just said 10 months.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of, you understand this space. That's my obsession. What's your process?
Yeah.
Because I'm a songwriter, and it verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, add this chord. It's very process driven. But I love people to approach their lives from that space so that they don't get hung up in the moments where they don't know.
Absolutely.
I got the history and say, what did I do last time? That worked. Let me try it again.
Right. So gentle. You have such a gentle soul. It's like I wish more humans were able to
gentle
be as
spirit,
gentle with other humans. It's just like that would save us all so much trouble, so much headache. And it's like,
but you know what? Let me pause.
Day, it's just extending the same grace that you would want extended to yourself. The golden rule.
Okay, the thing is, if you don't walk in peace, tranquility, calmness, and all that, then you're not going to attract those type of people to you. If you do walk in all of that, and your vibration is at its highest, then those are the type of people that you are going to draw to you, that you're going to attract to you, whether it's female or male, whether it's children, whether it's an employee at a store, a server at a restaurant, somebody walking on the street, a stranger, anybody. You will only draw positive people to you if you are a positive person. And I'm learning that right now as we speak. Not that I haven't always been a positive person, but I am. But I've learned that I cannot entertain other people's negative energy. You know what I mean? I can't, if they put me in a negative space emotionally or mentally, I have to stay away from them. So that's how I feel about that.
Simply. It's that simple. Divinity, did you have something to say?
I was going to say, I think this season is teaching us a lot about not being in resistance and like opposition, and just being in more flow. Just really looking at the challenges that come our way and being able to learn from those, and then can still continue on our path and our journeys. We need to stop being in such resistance, and just really open up and being an allowance to what, God or, our intuition is trying to tell us. And that has been a definite lesson for me, just really heavy this year. I think it's coming on to a lot of people very strongly.
She's
this
kind
year.
of looking washed out too.
Absolutely.
You can't see the background.
Ready or not.
Colors that
you guys a question, but this is your interview?
Maybe that's it.
No worries.
Maybe we'll get together again, because I think we could have some really cool conversations.
Yes.
Get back together again.
They all mesh very well
Divinity,
together.
You had one more question?
Yes. So, Chrisette, when it comes to your self-care regimen, how is that working for you? I know a lot of people like to look at self-care as like massages and bubble baths and shopping sprees, but it's really about, cutting to that core, doing that shadow work. And that's definitely what our upcoming retreat is about. Our holistic self-care retreat is about getting to that root, getting to the source of the problem, not just, covering it up with some glamour nail polish or something sweet, or, we're trying to dig deep. We want those tears and stuff. So,
that'll work.
How is the self-care for you on your path right now?
Yeah. Something I've recently given back to myself is stop with all these detoxes.
Okay.
Hold on a second, because I know it hurt. Right? Because we love a detox.
Okay.
It's in our fridge right now.
Ooh, she's talking to me.
Stop with it is because why does it ever end? Why
I don't
do
detox
we
forever.
Ever stop the detox process?
I do.
Why do we ever only do it for 3 days?
Right.
I know.
Is it 21 days before spring, the detox time?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Isn't there a one day where we're not detoxing? The lemon water every morning.
Oh, no, I don't do lemon water.
3 days before Christmas.
Right, exactly.
So my latest is when you find it, keep it, girlfriends.
Yes.
Oh,
That's right. Charette said, ooh.
One batch for the winter, right? And then the other side of it is, especially with our skin and the way it works, we get lighter in one season, we get darker in another season.
That's right.
We get fire in one season. We're easy with moisture in another season.
Right.
Respecting the seasons and not beating myself up as my skin changes from its summer phase to its winter phase.
Right.
Wow.
This
Right.
bump
You know
thing.
what,
Ow.
concealer
Oh, that
no
hurts.
longer works
New
when we
bump
get the winter.
alert.
Very true.
Still juicy. That's why.
Ask for daily moisturizer in the wintertime. I'm not beating myself up about the seasonal changes that happen in my scalp, in my body, and the way that I consume food. Even intermittent fasting changes as the sun goes down earlier.
That's right.
If our body really does respond to the sun, why don't we pay attention to the changes that happen in the winter when there's less sun?
Exactly.
Up my
I
vitamin
never
D.
thought about
When you
that.
find it, keep
But that's true.
it. Detoxes all
Yes.
the time,
Yes.
not just sometimes. Chris,
That's the word.
Okay, good. So she's saying detox all the time. Good, because I do. I thought she was saying it was bad to detox all the time. So I'm good.
It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty.
Right.
It's definitely not pretty because you're in the bathroom all the time. Okay.
I get it.
Well,
That's when your life begins to reform. Why? Because now everybody can't be around you all the time.
yeah.
You don't want to drink this lemon water every
Why
day.
did that start over?
Because we won't be hanging out as much. What's the recipe?
I don't know why it
I'm not
started
calling
over.
it anymore. That's part of the recipe. Let's not want to see it for real. Because if we do, that's going to
Hope I'm not losing any footage because my timer just started back over.
wow.
So maybe it's going into
You have
another
been
video.
a doll. You have been a huge blessing, a huge light. We want to thank you collectively, and we support you for everything you're doing. We admire most of all the courage that you have to be your authentic self in these confined, often shallow spaces. You know what I mean? You're a light. I mean, I can't say any more than that. You're such a light. Your existence on this planet.
But then so is my daughter. My daughter is a light as well.
You know, you inspire even all of us to walk to the beat of our own drum. You know what I mean? As free-spirited Black women, you are literally the epitome of a free-spirited Black woman. So I just want to thank you for everything that you do, and we cannot wait to see what's up for Chrisette Michele. What's next, rather, for Chrisette Michele. So thank you so much, love. I really appreciate you.
Welcome. We'll send this to you. And if there was anything else I wanted to say, innerpeace.academy.
Okay.
Or just go onto the link in my bio. I am hanging out a lot with just everybody through the winter time in a digital space. So come hang out with innerpeace.academy, or just go to the link in my Instagram bio. You can fill out a survey there, and I'll get to know you a little bit. Send you a list of books I recommend and a couple of homework assignments.
Innerpeace.academy.
Innerpeace.academy, or the link in my bio on my IG.
Awesome. And then also your single Wait can be streamed on all platforms and can be found also on ChrisetteMichelesWorld.com. So do yourself a favor, visit that, visit the sistership.org and become a part of that community. Thank you, Chrisette. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was sweet.
That was a great interview.
It was.
I really
and I only cried one time.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? I know Chrisette is such a pure soul. And I mean, everything that I said as far as, her existence on this planet being very, very necessary is, it stands true. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think of that interview?
I loved it because she touched on so much. I felt like I needed to hear that.
Yes.
I'm so grateful when I'm able to.
But my daughter speaks like that all the time, so I get that often.
Thank you for answering the call, bro.
On a daily basis.
Thank you for picking up the phone and answering the call. So, because I didn't even realize that I needed that, so that was beautiful. It felt very divine because I felt like honored to be a part of a conversation that if I know I needed, that so many people need to hear those things.
Yeah.
And so I'm really grateful that she would even bless us with a community to be a part of with her.
Right.
So I love that.
Absolutely. What about you, Divinity? Any highlights?
Yes, I was just, thankful for her energy. Definitely, her energy was a very calming, I would say very soothing energy. She really helped, me look at things in a widened perspective. When it came to how she was detoxing, every day. Detoxing was a continual thing for her. And I was like, you know what? She only something, Yeah, so I just liked how she came in and she was like a breath of fresh air, and so I really appreciate her genuine energy. That's what I love.
Absolutely. So on that note, we got her take as far as what her actual daily practical self-care regimen looks like. What does yours look like?
For me, I feel like
what does yours look like?
Just connecting with it. If I'm gonna be honest, like I was in a 5-year relationship and I kind of lost myself.
Yeah.
And for the first time in my life,
being in a 13-year relationship made me lose myself.
And that's been a very beautiful space to maneuver. And so for me, it's really getting up, ringing my sound bowl.
That's what I want to get, sound bowls.
Practicing Vipassana. I love the sun salutation with Kemetic yoga. And then drinking tea before I start my day.
That's what I've always done that,
in the shower and singing gospel. I love that.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I do that, but from a little girl, I used to hate this, y'all, with my mom. She would wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, and y'all, she would blast her radio. Discover all he's doing. And I was like, why? But in the AM, when you wake, that's your worship. Whatever you believe in, it's the time that you get.
Oh, okay, that was her voice. I'm like, wait, what? Where did that voice come from?
We don't have to have shelter. We don't have to have clothes. So I always make sure that I take that moment through song because I think sound therapy is so important.
Why is it wash it out so much?
Right.
But,
expertise.
But that's my sound healing. Like I ring my bowl and like I really get into a spirit of worship. And usually in the shower because it feels good. So that's, my daily regimen that I found to be beneficial.
I'm sorry I keep messing with it, but I'm trying to make it as clear as I can.
From Chrisette
while keeping myself in the video.
To myself, to Charette. It's interesting because a lot of people, when they talk about a free-spirited Black woman, they expect me to put the free-spirited Black woman and what that means exactly into a box. I think this is a perfect time to say the free-spirited Black woman is honoring thy authentic self.
Yes.
And your own beliefs. There are no set beliefs to being a free-spirited Black woman. So you have Chrisette, for example, who is a very devout Christian, and it's a beautiful thing. We have Charette as well, who is actually very spiritual in the esoteric realm, but unfortunately, she recently just lost her grandmother. She is now in.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Charette.
Ancestor.
I have to call you.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Y'all don't know about this one, though. All right. I feel like I got a squad going now, bro.
A whole squad. Right.
You do. We all do. Yes.
Exactly. So with that being said, Charette specifically is going through her own transition back home, as she likes to call it, when it comes to her roots. And then you have Divinity here, who is amazing in worshiping and following the guidance of her ancestors, which is the place I'm trying to get to. And then you have me. I consider myself an alchemist. So I use all different types of universal energies. I manipulate them, not in a bad way,
in a good way.
But
never in a bad way, people.
Energies to be able to attract the things that I desire.
Yes.
Right. Say that to say, the
Let's
free
back
spirited
that
Black
up.
woman is honoring yourself. It's walking to the beat of your own drum. That is literally all. There's no type.
There is no box. There is no box.
No, I won't back it up because I can't get it precisely where I want it.
I literally want to cry. Like that. is the circle of sisters. That is my
Oh,
tagline.
there is no box in a circle of sisters. I like that too.
Right. But that's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is that we can all connect with our different subtle beliefs on one accord and move powerfully on one accord in unison to change the world and to inspire the world to also walk in their same divinity, pun intended, with grace, pun intended. So, I mean, and that's what it is at the end of the day. It's not a matter of, hey, I need to make this person believe what I believe.
That's right.
Or, I may be believing in the wrong thing.
It's all
literally,
about
I look
you
at it
and
as
only
a
you.
difference in language. That's essentially what it is. So we're all kind of actually speaking the same things. We just have a different language according to culture.
Not all the
What
time.
we're used to, what we're raised in. And that is beautiful. That is a human experience.
Is. When it happens, it
Go
is
ahead,
beautiful.
Divinity.
Yes. Oh, I was just agreeing with you.
You have to be able to get along with people, though, even if they don't have the same
very
beliefs as
beautiful
you
thing,
or the same
beautiful
energy as you.
experience. And I love it.
If you're friends or your family, you still have to get along with them.
We get to really
You still have to have a sister. Well, it's nice to have a sisterhood if you can. I have no sisterhood. My only friends are my children.
They had to raise the kids, cook, clean. That was it. They didn't have a voice. They had a role. They were told a role when they were born.
Yeah.
And now, like we're moving into this space of where divine feminine energy, being empowered, loving, owning all that we have, stepping and walking on what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? What we need to, and there's so many Black women who own businesses as well. We are business women now. And it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. Yes, we're still mothers. Yes, we still have kids, but that is not all that we do in this realm, in this world. So
that's right.
I'm grateful for that.
It's a clear thing that the world is yours, and the universe is yours. The entire universe.
Yes,
your ancestors
it is.
Run it.
That's
so
what.
That's
Amen.
at the end of the day what it's about.
Amen.
So,
exactly.
I want to thank you, ladies, for this. I want to thank Chrisette Michele for giving her time to our discussion.
Time and
it's a
energy.
Very necessary discussion.
Beautiful
it's a discussion
energy.
that Black women do not have as often as we should. Again, we're so busy taking care of the family, the significant other, the kids, the parents, the siblings,
the boyfriend or the husband,
we take time for
which
ourselves.
is another child.
We have to start with ourselves first. I cannot push that point in enough. So
right.
I hope you join us, whoever you are watching. We welcome you into our community, right?
We welcome you.
Yes, absolutely. Not only for
I always do that. I'm so sorry.
Free Spirit Black woman, because
I always
that is
hit
what
the
our
camera.
community is about. So once again, if you are interested in joining us for the holistic self-care retreat titled The Glow Up, then please feel free to visit thefreespiritedblackwoman.com. Sign up. We have a few rooms left, so we are looking forward to it. We are going to have a fabulous time. Yes, we are, absolutely. Do you all want to leave with anything? Any comments or anything?
For me, I just want women to know that it's okay to answer the call. Because so often we find things that speak to us. Right. We see something that connects with us, and we're like, maybe next time.
Right.
But this time,
or you just let it get away.
Get away from you. What if Chrisette never answered her call? What if Goddess Grace never answered her call? What if Divinity never answered her call? So we walk in purpose when we answer the call. So I just encourage every woman who sees this, sees a flyer, who has interest, just answer the call, and it will be worth it.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to stop it there.
There is so much love waiting for you in every area, in every space. And we want you to feel at home. We want you to let loose. We want you to laugh, cry, dance, be excited, about your growth and your divine expansion.
Okay. So that is the end of this video for today. Actually, I'm almost positive it's going to be a 2 or 3 parter. So we'll see. Gotta go. Bye.